January 2003, the quiet community of Madisonville, Kentucky was rocked by the brutal murder of Anna Mae Branson, a well-known and respected 85-year-old local millionaire. The investigation into her death revealed a web of deceit, financial desperation, and betrayal that culminated in the conviction of her nephew, Russell Winstead. Anna Mae Branson was a prominent figure in Madisonville, known for her great wealth and active involvement in the community. Her nephew, Russell Winstead, appeared to lead a respectable life as a coal mine worker, devout churchgoer, husband, and father. Behind this facade, however, Winstead suffered from a serious gambling addiction that had plunged him into significant debt. He had borrowed large sums of money from his aunt to cover his losses, and records indicated that he owed her nearly $100,000. An account book showed that, the day before the murder, Winstead had given Branson a check for $1,200. On the evening of January 12, 2003, Branson was last seen leaving a church service around 7 p.m. Later that evening, she was found dead in her home with multiple stab wounds and blunt force trauma. The brutality of the attack shocked the community and sparked an intense investigation. Initially, investigators considered several suspects, including people who had borrowed money from Branson or who displayed erratic behavior. However, these leads were dismissed. A key point in the investigation arose when an informant suggested that Winstead might be involved, citing her debts and gambling problem. Upon reviewing Branson's financial records, investigators confirmed that Winstead owed him a considerable amount. Further analysis revealed that she had visited casinos 236 times in 1 year, losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. When questioned, Winstead denied any involvement and provided an alibi, claiming that he was at home with his wife at the time of the murder. His wife initially backed up his story, but later recanted and confessed that Winstead had coerced her into lying. She stated that he had actually returned home much later that night. This revelation, coupled with the discovery of a knife under Winstead's mattress that matched the murder weapon, heightened suspicion. Before authorities could arrest him, Winstead fled the country and settled in Costa Rica. Efforts to locate him included airing his case on America's Most Wanted, which led to his arrest at a Costa Rican casino in May 2005. Because of Costa Rican law, the U.S. had to guarantee that Winstead would not face the death penalty in order to extradite him. He was later returned to Kentucky to stand trial. During the trial, prosecutors argued that Winstead, unable to cover the $1,200 check she had given Branson, went to her home to retrieve it. When she refused, he flew into a rage and killed her. The prosecution presented evidence of her financial desperation, her gambling addiction, and her attempts to fabricate an alibi. The defense argued that the case was circumstantial, pointing to the lack of direct evidence linking Winstead to the crime scene. In July 2007, the jury found Winstead guilty of first-degree murder and robbery. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Winstead appealed the conviction, citing several errors, including the admissibility of his ex-wife's testimony and the terms of his extradition. The Kentucky Supreme Court upheld the convictions, but ordered a resentencing due to errors in the imposition of consecutive sentences. The case had a profound impact on the Branson family and the Madisonville community. Winstead's father, Earl, was convicted of hindering his son's capture by sending him money from Branson's inheritance while he was a fugitive. This resulted in a sentence of 7 years on probation. The family was left to deal with the betrayal and loss of their matriarch, while the community mourned the senseless violence that claimed the life of a beloved resident.